Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
To the air, it's Milroe. Going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run. And you've seen over the years, they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll go back to the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide out in motion. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Etienne. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They want to throw it. Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. Discards a man. Ball's out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Georgia going up tempo. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Urasek. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Delp. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out. Delivers to contact. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot.
Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lovett.
Man, it's so important, but know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to pass. It's back. Finds the tight end. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. First down, 10 yards to go. The give to the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quarterback checking off. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Going for it all. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Wants to throw. It's back. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game going into the half. It's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Just about set to put total leathers. We are deadlocked here in the third. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Gonna run it. It's Etienne. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Wide open downfield. Bust through behind his pad. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's moving out of the pocket. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Tide. So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the left. Hard running there. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up. Got it.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field, it's back. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Lovett. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's back. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And third down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback, make the stop, get him to fourth down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The give is to Miller. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They'll try the run. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll leave it with him. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do it.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Now improvising. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. Great job understanding where he was on the field, not letting him settle in and get comfortable and get one of those feet inbounds. Now, maybe you can hold him to a field goal, bow up, bend, but don't break.
Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead. You know, there's no